All right, I'm all packed up. I'm heading to Kelly's art studio. We're doing brand photo and video today. Cannot wait to get to her gorgeous studio. I'm going to bring you along. Let's go. I just made it to the location. The entrance door that we coordinated with, that we were going to go through, does not have a ramp. We talked about the freight elevator, and I think part of me was thinking, I'm not sure if this red door that we're being at will have a ramp. I'm hoping it has a ramp. There's no ramp. So I think I'm going to be carrying a lot of the stuff in. Luckily, most of the gear is in my Pelican case that has wheels, but now it's the light stand. Yeah, it's all the other things. Okay, we'll make it work. That's what we do. Problem solve. There's my ladder that I'd love to bring in, the cart. I'm glad I brought this lighter light stand because I think I'm just gonna bring this for my light for the portrait session. Luckily the majority of my gear is in this Pelican, and then these bags I can put on my back. Of course that one doesn't have that strap. Okay, we're gonna make it work. Get my workout today. Okay, just gonna do a walk-in. Oh my gosh. The first thing we did was sit down, review the concept boards, and think about the first setup, which was going to be for the portraits. So as you can see, I'm getting my gear ready. I'm using the 70-200 for the portrait lens. I'm setting up my behind the scenes phone. I have my tripod there, and I'm getting the iPad synced up so then we can start creating. So I showed her some initial shots that I always kind of take test shots. So she was excited just by those 2 images that I captured in her studio. So then now I'm setting her up in place. Once I have her in the location, then I kind of tweak maybe where she has her hands, how she's positioned, and we can start capturing images. So this is what we're doing now. I'm getting some shots, testing the light, and dialing in for the best possible scenario. This is a behind the scenes from that tripod that I had behind me. We're always looking at images so she can give me some feedback. We're trying a second round because she wasn't a fan of how the shirt was laying, so we wanted to make some tweaks. So I'm always making sure they feel comfortable, and then we went for a second round of this portrait setup. This was our favorite one. And then we moved on to the next setup. So as you can see, I'm moving my behind the scenes camera in a different spot. I'm not using the phone right now, but I saw her go over and start picking up this large painting, and I knew this would be great, authentic type of process images of her and her element. So as you can see, I just ran right over, grabbed the camera, and just started capturing her in her process of kind of moving paintings around her studio. Look at this system. Oh my gosh. We just got so much good. So she didn't even realize I was capturing photos, which is always nice because you're really getting that authentic feel in her space. And here she's just setting up for this next portrait, and I'm just grabbing images as she goes. Luckily with these amazing windows, we could control the light and bring the shades down. So that's what we did here. For this portrait, I had her sitting on a stool that she had in her studio. One foot up, okay, one window. Yeah. So I'm just going to move my light over to where she was, and we grabbed some great shots. All right, I'm in Kelly's studio. We just did the portrait section. We have the iPad going so we can check out all the images. Now we're doing a quick outfit change for all the process. I mean, this is an incredible spot. First time I'm in an amazing place with such amazing ceiling height. So we're going for it. You know I love that overhead perspective. It's drone time. Here we go. Let me show you this one. Can I put this on there?
Yeah, yeah, it's dry.
Okay.
So cute. How am I gonna pick? This is like wild.
When you walk by, but this, just like,
Yes.
you know, just
yeah.
like, let's get into process.
Okay.
What I'll do is I'll be taking photos, but then if it's something like if you're ripping the canvas, then I'm gonna use a tripod, get some video
Okay.
of that.
So I was just gonna do like a little mock palette right now.
Okay. Brushes, oh my gosh. Could I use this step stool if I need to?
You can use anything.
This?
you need.
Okay.
Yeah, please. Should I just start, or did you
So
want to
tell me
capture
what's
any of
gonna
this?
happen.
So I'm gonna pour water in here. I'm gonna put my palette paper on.
Okay.
And then I'll just dump a little paint on here.
Okay.
So I can like start mixing something.
Okay.
And if you want, I can put it on here. Like this is like, we can say this is obviously a work in progress.
Okay. So then would you swivel around, squat down,
So
and apply, or do you want to put?
I don't normally work on the
Yeah, let's do it
floor.
what you normally do.
Okay.
Do you want to put it on the wall?
Yeah. Just clear some of the clutter.
I'm gonna use your. Could I have you come over, and I'm gonna be just filming this, but I'm gonna have you just take this and just almost like move it up and then move it back, so that it
Okay.
really brings it home, so I can see it now. Okay, go. And back.
It's so funny because at this angle you can't see it at all.
Yeah.
And then, woo, there it is.
So are you adding something, or is it like some sort of metallic?
It's a transference of golden paint. Yeah. So you can get different colors like violet, blue, gold, green, red, you know, whatever color you want it to shoot. Here. But you probably won't see it unless you're over there. I can't see it. I don't know if it's happening in the light, but there's like some here. So this is my palette that I use. I just to keep the acrylics wet when I'm doing acrylics. That's what the
everything coordinates. I love it. Ooh, look at that paint. When you go this back angle, can you pause? Like when you turn your wrist, there we go.
I figure you need to like slow down and.
Always be smiling.
What?
Always be smiling. There we go.
Okay, yeah, you have to remind me.
I know. I gotcha.
Here.
Ooh, look at this little stand. Love this.
Which one? Does it matter?
No, let's go with the door. I like this whole little setup too.
Yeah. That's bad because it's got some.
We want it authentic to you.
Should I move the desk over a little?
Yeah. Have you moved just 2 inches out? There we go.
You had something far beyond what is in my sight.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, so let's have 1 foot up on the, there we go. Let's have you angle, so come along this way into the window, the other way, other direction. Nice. So let's do the front leg on the step. Love it. Okay, stay right there. I'm just going to change the shirt.
Should I pull this out?
Sit up.
You used to tell me we turned into something.
Do you want glasses on for this one?
You got about
Okay.
glasses. I guess it doesn't really matter. The glasses are cute.
Yeah.
What?
So good.
You're like, I have to stop myself.
No, it's like when you get such a good setup, you just don't want to shoot forever.
This is, I love this because I love you have like some color and like the plan and like the inspiration.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Even got some supplies in there. It's just great.
Awesome. Love that.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh my God.
Amazing.
Incredible. So fun.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Wow.
What a day.
So much fun. Yeah.
And we got that done in the 2 hours, essentially.
We really did. Yeah.
All right, what a great session I had. Within those 2 hours, we captured portraits, so much process. And for artwork, for paintings, she already had a lot of them covered. We really were focused on some updated portraits and then all of that process. Now, I captured photos, some video clips, and I also flew my drone. First time in an indoor space, and it turned out amazing. I thought it'd be helpful to share all the gear that I was using just in case you had questions. Everything is outlined below if you need to research further. Okay, so first, just for this, I'm gonna go through everything I had with me. I print out the concept boards, which I've mentioned before. And this is, you know, I simply have color copies of the concept boards with me so we can review once I arrive and we can set up. I also typically start with portraits. It's the one thing that people have the most anxiety about. Maybe they have done their hair or makeup, or they're all put together and they want to get that done first. And then we get into the process where it still matters, but maybe not as much. So with that, I also have my iPad with me where, as you could see throughout the whole shoot, every time we did a setup, I would show images, we'd move on to the next. It really keeps us efficient. They love seeing the large format. So this is always with me during a session. For gear, I have my Canon R5C. For the portraits, I was mainly using my 70-200 lens, which I love. For the lifestyle imagery, I love to lean on my 24-70, which is great. For the detail shots near the end, now, if you had noticed, I had a portfolio case with me as well. I was shooting some additional detail shots for a personal project that I have going on behind the scenes. And for that, I was using my 100. And once I finished shooting that portion, I then walked around her studio to grab really cool detail shots. With the 100 lens as well, since I had it with me. So that came along. For lighting, I love the flashpoint system. I have 2 of these. You mount this transmitter to the top of the camera, and then you can control the light, and you're not breaking that communication and that relationship with the client. You're still talking. You're not going over and dealing with lighting. Now this is, you know, mounted on top of the camera. I can adjust the power. And this is great because it's wireless. I can place it anywhere if I'm indoors, outdoors. And I used a 38-inch modifier for these portraits that you see in this space. Of course, there was amazing natural light. So I just used this. I use those windows too to kind of fill in some light, but then this was the main light for her face. My drone, this is the DJI that I have. This is the Pro 3. So I think they've just recently launched the Pro 5. So, but this is a great small drone, did the job, super happy. For my behind the scenes, I thought it'd be helpful to share what I was using. So this was the tripod that I had for my phone. So right in the beginning of the video, you see that I kind of set up this tripod behind me so I could capture a time lapse of that first portrait. So this is what I was using. It's really convenient in size. I had this in my Pelican bag, and it can stand up full size, really helpful. I also had this tripod with me just in case I needed a tabletop. Again, everything is listed down below, so if you want to research. But these are always nice, this little pocket tripod. It's obviously can fold up, convenient. Has the magnetic piece so it can hold the phone really nicely and securely. So this was another piece I had with me. For that initial time lapse where we're discussing the concept boards, I used this tripod. I set it up at a table next to us with a good angle, capture that time lapse, worked great. All right, and then lastly, I had my 360 camera. So all of this, or most of this coverage that you saw throughout the series of this video was with this 360. Now this is the Insta360, the X4. Of course, now they have the X5. They're always changing it up. With the X5, you can change out the lenses if they get damaged. So that's huge. But I love using this. I have this tripod, so it's Insta360. it's the selfie stick, but then also the tripod attachment. So in the beginning of this video, again, I have it off camera, off to the side, capturing everything that's happening. And this was the setup. Then when you see kind of like an overhead perspective of me shooting, of me filming, I have the selfie stick with, and it doesn't have to be this one. This just happens to be what I have. It's a gimbal, but this attaches to the bottom of the selfie stick. This can now slide into the hot shoe. So any piece that you have that could slide into the hot shoe, that's great. And then the 360 sits on top, and all of that is on top of the camera. Looks silly, may look ridiculous, but I love the perspective. I love the point of view. So that's what I was doing to capture my own behind the scenes in order to create this video for you. Down below, I have a description or a list to all of these. I'll also link a video here on how I am creating the concept boards, because I think those are critical for any type of session. These boards are a communication tool. They help you stay on track. You don't leave wondering, oh no, did I not get all the images that I needed? Everything is designed beforehand by you. It's a collaboration with your client. And then the experience overall is so much better when you have these boards created. And that's really what makes kind of brand photography different than others. Okay, so I'm going to leave that video here, and I'll see you there.